Okay. Ugh. Okay. Tell me if you can hear me. I don't want to be talking real loud. People on neighboring tables are going to think I'm crazy. But I'm just going to warm up. This is just warming up right now. I just had a lesson, so I want to hit some balls and get loose and see if I'm feeling it. We'll let some. We'll give it some time and get some people. See if some viewers show up who want to watch while I get loose. Get the targeting computer working. I feel pretty good, and I spent like, well, I can't say how long because I've got a contest going on, but I spent some time trying to do that L drill from the long rail over last night, and I think it got me a little bit in stroke. We'll see. And I'll place some straight pull on the other end of the table so it's closer to the camera. Just warming up for now, guys. Just hitting some balls to get loose here. I'm going to find out if I can play while I'm talking today. I think I can talk in between shots, and then when I get down on the ball, I've got to focus. This is a nice diamond table with 4.5-inch pockets. And in this tool hall, there's only one table next to me, the one over there, and the ones behind me, of course, but you don't get a lot of people around you. The only disadvantage is there's a wall on that side, so sometimes I have to get out the short stick. Only if the shot is perpendicular to the rail. Try a few break shots, and then I'll be ready to go. Uh-huh. Ha! The overcut. That's the one that gets me. Okay. Well, I'm going to try not to have this break shot today. Okay. Do we have anybody even watching? Let's take a look. Oh, only 5 people. Everybody's at work. All working well? All right, well, there's only 5 people. No big deal. Got 1 like. I'm going to go ahead and play some straight pool, guys. And I don't have Chris's program set up yet to keep track of my stats, my numbers, but I have my logbook. Straight pool practice log. Can't see that. Anyway, I'm going to keep track of my innings on a piece of paper here. I'm going to have to go get a pen to do that. Okay, guys, so the point of doing this is not just to be entertaining, but hopefully to be informative also. So I'm going to talk a little during my runs. And hopefully, or what we're going to find out if I'm able to perform, if I'm able to shoot while I'm talking. But that's going to be fun. Lighting's a bit rough. Yeah, is it harsh? It's got like a bright spot in the center of the table. I played with the settings to try and figure out how to reduce that glare. And I did get it reduced some. Let's see if it lets me do that anymore. Let me take the exposure down just a little bit. Yeah, so I took it down a little bit. I don't know if that helped much. It looks like it helped a little bit from here, but that's what I got to work with right now. I will look into the issue of light glare and see if I can fix that for in the yeah. And I'll tell you what, distractions are something I need to work on because I feel like historically I've not been the best. And so this is going to be a test for me to concentrate while other things are going on. And I think that's a good thing. And actually, I think that talking during my shots is going to help because historically I also have the tendency to shoot fast. And I think fast and I shoot fast and I get ahead of myself, and that causes mistakes. So, and I am going to play on the other end of the table so that it's closer to the camera. I actually have made a little mark right on the center of the head swing, so I know where to rack the balls. So you guys are going to get to see me miss. Hopefully not too much, but this is a typical practice session for me. And my goal is always to get through 3 racks, because if I can make 3 racks, then I feel like I'm in stroke and thinking and doing things correctly, and then I have a chance to get higher. Really cool if I could get a 50 ball run today, and if I get a 100 ball run, that'd be awesome. But 3 racks is the goal to start. Sometimes I start off cold, sometimes I don't. I feel like I'm in stroke, so here we go. I'm going to start off with I've been favoring more of an inside angle with a high ball. So let's start off with that. So that was an undercut, I believe. Really know what Chris is talking about when he talks about feeling the pressure to perform. I love it. This one's a center ball, not a high. Just stun off the rack back to the side. 3 ball is a little bit of a sharp cut. I don't have to shoot it, and it's actually a good potential break shot. So is the 14, but there's lots of congestions. Lots of things can move. I'm going to shoot either the 9 or the 15 to get myself started. The 9 ball is the only up table ball, so I like shooting the 9. Draw back for the 15, then I'm on a half table game. And I'm going to be near the rail, but that's okay because I can tap the cue ball to the rail or just come back out center table. So my next shot's going to be the 4 or the 3. So I'm looking at what goes where. The 1 ball goes here. These 2 balls go here if I get short side, or I can cut the 8. I don't like it because that is going to be hard to dodge the 13. So, you know, a high angle on the 1 lets me bump the 11. And after that, I'll have a shot on the 12 or the 13, or even possibly one of these balls. That helps me get going. On the other hand, a low angle on the 1, like this, lets me go into these balls and open them up. That's only a good shot if the 11 ball goes here. And it's not really going to go there, no. So I just want to come back to center, so I have a choice of the 4 or the 3. Okay, I didn't get straight on the 4. I do have a shot on the 8. Like I said, I got to avoid the 13. So coming past these 2 balls gives me a shot on either the 1 or the 4 on the side. And if I don't come past those balls, because I'm not going to hit this very hard, then the cue ball will stop there for the 13. But that's too much of an if. I need to make a decision. Okay, if I'm going to miss the 13, I am not running into the 11. So this is a soft draw. So that's just a little window into my mind. So I didn't even hit it. I didn't hit it soft enough. That was pretty terrible. But so if I needed to, I can definitely shoot the 1. 4 ball I don't like. The 7-8 combo isn't all that bad, but it's questionable, and I'm shooting past the 5. So the 1 ball is a difficult cut, but it's the correct shot because I'm going to have a shot on the 12 or the 13, most likely the 13. Okay, so that solves that. Now I have to deal with this. And I have almost no angle on the 13. You know what? I've got an angle to go forward with some spin and come right up into these balls, and then I should have a shot on the 10, or I might bump the 7. I think this is a good shot to kind of open things up. Okay, I was wrong. I didn't get past that striper. I would have been good. So this rack has gone to crap right there. So the 11 ball is frozen. I could shoot that past the side pocket or try and cut the 3 ball over here. I mean the 4 ball over there. Okay, let's try and keep this rack alive. Just come straight across table and back. I'll have a shot on the 2, 3, or 4 if I can put this ball down. Okay. Nice shot. Created a problem, but I'm happy to still be alive. So I have a shot on the 14. I also have a shot on the 5. Position is a little bit questionable, but I'm just going to stun it. The 10 ball is going to go that way and hit the 7. So I don't want to hit this too soft. I could be trapped behind those balls. I'm seeing the 12 as the next ball that I shoot. Yeah, see, I don't quite have the 12, but I do have the 7. So I'd love to shoot the 7 and bump the 2-3. And if I do it right, I've got a shot on the 12, but that can go wrong. So is that really what I want to do? You know, if I really focus on hitting the 3, I'm either going to hit it full and stop, or I'll come off it and come up table. I think I've got to take a little risk. So the alternative would be to use one of these other balls to try and get at the 2-3. And short side doesn't do me any good until the 12 ball is gone, and that's too late in the run to try and deal with that. I'm trying to talk myself into, you know what, do I have a shot on the 12? Yeah. So I like the 12 ball to run into the 2 and 3, but the 7 is not a good insurance ball. I could end up with a real big back cut on that. So I'm favoring this shot with a little bit of speed to get the cue ball to come loose. Okay. So that actually worked out real good, all things considered. I wish I could cut this in the side, but it's a little thin. So from here a little bit forward, I'm going to be on the 4, and I should be okay. Or the 3. 3 ball's terrible because I'm just ruining my break shot. But if I can put the 4 down, then I'll have a shot on the 14 or the 10. So making the best of not a great situation. Let's see if I can put the 4 down. Nope, I undercut it. Yep, I undercut it. Terrible. Well, man, that sucks after I made that ball down the rail past the side pocket. But that was a struggle. We want our runs to be easier than that. Runs are easier to get through all 14 balls in less time than that rack took. Oh, got a lot of comments. Yeah, mistakes can happen and make you look bad, but you know what? Same thing happens when you're in a tournament. You can get nervous for the same reasons. It's all about performing. It's all about stilling your mind so that you're just doing the performance that you've rehearsed. Up table ball can sometimes be a savior because your cue ball on that break shot's always coming up to this area. And if it comes too far, you got a long shot. And sometimes you have a difficult shot into this corner or this side. So this 1 ball did not save me this time. It's not an easy shot. I could just re-break. Yeah. I think the shot is to re-break on the 2. So there's no position here. It's just a re-break. Okay. Beautiful. I can't quite, well, I could do the 13, after I shoot the 10, I could do the 13-8 combination because I'd have to shoot the 13 rail first. That's not a bad play because position on the 5 is super easy, and that's really the only trouble. If I don't take care of it, I've got to come back later with one of these balls and do something. Having the 8 so close to the pocket really helps. So I need this ball, the cue ball off the rail. 8 ball. Don't take any easy shot for granted. So on this shot, I'm actually going to hit it. I'm not going to roll it. I'm going to hit the 6. And I might tie the 6 up with these, but I want to make sure that I either have a shot on the 11 or the 4. Had the cue ball been higher, I could have rolled forward and had the 5 next. Okay. And that's okay, because I got balls up table. Now I have a pretty thin cut on this 4. Yeah, this is like 9-ball position, trying to come up between these and get in that 1. So I'm actually gonna. The 15 keeps me from scratching, so if I hit the 15, I'm okay with that. So I'm using inside English. I want to shorten the angle and slow this cue ball down. Yeah, that's good. That's okay. 12 is a good break ball. So the 14 and the 7 both go here, and I can use the 3 to set up for those, but I got to get rid of the 15, so that makes it really problematic. But you can also get this shot on the 3 and bump those balls and have the 15 as insurance, so that's all workable. Now I can shoot the 1 and play position for the 13, but there's no outlet if I don't get there.